Welcome to the e-learning platform series by Science Park. So this is the last part, the fifth part of the topic force and pressure. In the last part, we have seen buoyancy and Archimedes principle. So let's see what are the topics we are going to cover in this part. So we are going to have a look at what is density. Then we will see an experiment on density, the formula for density and the SI unit for the same. Then we'll have a look at the densities of different materials. We will also have a look at an instrument that is used to measure the density of liquids and what is relative density. So let's begin with what is density? What do you understand by it? So density is the amount of matter in a specified area or a specified space. It means that how much matter is present in the given space. Now we have three boxes. The box which is on the left contains 36 balls. The box which is in the middle, it contains less than 36 balls. And which is at the right contains 6 balls. So the density of the box which is in the left is more because the amount of balls are more. The one which is in the middle is comparatively less, and which is on the right, the density is the least because it contains only 6 balls. Right. Now we'll have a look at an experiment on density using different liquids. So in this experiment, we are going to make a density tower. Yes, using these three liquids we have, we are going to construct a density tower. So the liquids we are going to use are water, vegetable oil and rubbing alcohol. We have added green color to water and blue color to rubbing alcohol. We will add these liquids one by one into this measuring cylinder. First we are going to add water, then vegetable oil and then rubbing alcohol. So let's add water first. While adding, we have to take care that it should go down smoothly. Now we will add vegetable oil into it. We see that these two liquids don't get mixed with each other. This is because their densities are different. Density of vegetable oil is less than density of water. Now is the time to add rubbing alcohol. Wonderful. Now you see that the rubbing alcohol is floating over oil. Yes. The reason is, yes, the density of rubbing alcohol is less than that of vegetable oil. So seeing how beautiful the density tower is looking. You can use other liquids to construct such density tower. Thank you. Now here we are going to have a look at the mathematical formula of density. So density is nothing but mass divided by volume. So you see on the right hand side there is a box of volume V and the total mass is 4m, right? So the density will be 4m divided by V. Now the SI unit of density is naturally kg per meter cube, because kg is an SI unit of mass and meter cube is the SI unit for volume. Now we will have a look at densities of different materials, or various materials we encounter in our day-to-day life. So first we'll have a look at the density of air, which is 1.225 kg per meter cube. It is very less dense. Then this is oak wood. The density is 740 kg per meter cube, much larger than air, almost 700 times. Then density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, and we have seen that density of wood or oak wood is 740. So, will oak wood sink in water or will float? I'll leave it to you. Oh, this is aluminium. And the density of aluminium is 2710 kg per meter cube. Wow. So this is gold. The density is 19,300 kg per meter cube. So just imagine, in a meter cube, the air present, the weight of the air present is 1 kg, approximately 1 kg. And in the same volume, if we take gold, the weight is 19,300 kg. Wow, wonderful. Now, we will have a look at an instrument which is used to measure the density of liquids. Do you know the name? Yes, the name is hydrometer. So we will see how can we make a hydrometer at home, just to compare the densities and not to measure it. So now we are going to see how to make a hydrometer. As we have seen, hydrometer is used to measure densities of different liquids. Now here we are going to use a straw and 2 nails to make a hydrometer. So first of all, we'll see the list of materials. We will need a sellotape and scissor, 2 coins, a matchbox, 2 nails, a straw, marker, scale. We also need a measuring cylinder in which we will have the liquid whose density we have to measure. And here in this bottle I have another liquid whose density I will measure using this hydrometer. So in this measuring cylinder, first I have taken normal tap water, and here I have taken salt water. So I have dissolved a lot of salt in that water. So let's make a hydrometer. So now we will take a straw, and using these 2 coins and matchbox, we will seal one end of this straw. So place these 2 coins near the end of the straw, and then with the help of a matchstick or a lighter, just seal that end. So with the help of the coins, just press to make sure that it is sealed completely. Now we will paste these 2 nails on the sealed end of the straw to make it heavy. We will do this with the help of a sellotape. So we have fixed these 2 nails at the sealed end of the straw. Now friends, our hydrometer is ready. Now we will measure the density of the water which is in the measuring cylinder. We have to simply put this straw with the sealed end at the bottom into this measuring cylinder. And you will see that the straw, some part of the straw is sinking in the water and some of it is above the water. Now with the help of the scale and marker, we will measure the distance of the straw which is just above the surface of the water, and it comes out to be exactly 10.2 centimeters. So we will take out the straw and we will make a mark at 10.2 centimeters. So we have made the mark at 10.2 centimeters. Now I have taken salt water in this measuring cylinder, and with the help of the same hydrometer we will measure the density of this salt water. Actually we are going to compare the densities. We are not going to measure it because we don't have a scale on this hydrometer. So let's put this inside this. Now as you can see, the mark which is on the straw is above the surface of the salt water. This indicates that the buoyancy of water, salt water, is more than the buoyancy of normal water. That is because the density of salt water is more than the density of normal water. And that is why you see the mark above the surface of the salt water. So this is the principle of hydrometer. This is also an application of Archimedes principle, which we have seen in the last part. So you can also measure or compare the densities of different fluids you have with the help of such hydrometer. And you can compare the densities, like whose density is the least and whose density is the most. Thank you. Now we will learn about relative density. So what is relative density? So it is the density of the substance divided by density of water. It is compared to the density of water. So if the material or the substance sinks in the water, its relative density is more, and if it floats, it is less. So what is the unit of relative density? Oh, there is no unit because it is ratio of the same quantity, that is density. Yes. So let's summarize what we have learned in this session. So we have learnt about density, what exactly is density. Then we have seen an experiment of density tower using 3 liquids. Then we have seen the formula of density and the SI unit for it. Then we have seen densities of different materials such as air, wood, water, aluminium and gold. Then we have made a hydrometer which is used to measure the density of liquids. And in the end we have learned about relative density. So like in the last parts, we have the questions here. So you can pause the video here, note the questions, write down the answers. You can email it to us or you can write it in the comments below. Thank you.